hello everyone. Today I'm speaking about food induced trauma. Now, what do I mean by food induced trauma? Well, I see it. I see it happening a lot. I see people who are being shamed for what they eat. If you eat like this and you feel that somebody approaches you in a very possessive with a manner with a possessive behavior of what are you eating, you cannot eat that, you must eat this. If they're harshly criticize or belittle you for eating what you eat when you're vegetarian or raw vegan, if you feel like you're constantly being shamed and blamed, if they're using controlling behavior and trying to manipulate you to eat something else, or if they're just constant arguing or posing, and this particular plate of cantaloupe all of a sudden becomes a battleground, if there's name calling and trivializing um, of what you're doing, what you're eating, if they're withholding affection and gaslighting you, or if they give you even the silent treatment, or if you feel that the way that you're eating is now isolating you from everyone else because you cannot just put a bowl of this on the table while they're eating what they're eating and then you eat this yourself. You cannot bring this to the table. This here is something I made for a client, and this is carrot juice with sea moss gel. And it's who just loved it, by the way, and didn't think they would at all. So if people mock you and they are derisive of you because your fridge in the summer looks like mine, which is which is similar to this, if you find that you hide when you eat because you don't want to have people see you eating things like this, maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you're trying to break the cycle without even realizing it in your family or with your friends. I say give it up. Don't try to break the cycle. Break the cycle of you trying to take care of them and to make them feel okay with what you eat. If you're okay with what you eat, eventually they will be too. So in the summer, the very beginning of summer, usually where I live, dates come back in season in August. And at the very beginning, we have fresh dates straight from the tree. So this is what my fridge looked like last summer at the very beginning of date season. I had dates all over. You can see at the bottom right under the melon, there's some more dates there because I absolutely love it. And it's interesting because when I get excited about these things, you see, I grew up eating dates straight from the tree on a mashab and on a kibbutz, and it was just incredible having these fresh dates. So when I get excited about it, do you know what? People in my life, they don't question it. They then want to try it too. So it has to do with you breaking not the cycle of food shaming and trauma, food induced trauma, but break the cycle of you wanting to please others and wanting them to accept you. The minute you stop wanting them to accept you, guess what happens? It's because you've accepted your own self and the way that you've decided to eat and the way that you show up in the world for yourself. It's nobody's business the way you show up in the world for yourself, nor what you eat. Likewise, it's not your business what they're eating. Do not look at them and criticize them. Do not look at them with pity. Do not look at them with disdain. Accept that this is their life's journey. The beauty of all this is that once you accept that this is your journey, eating this way, a plant-based raw vegan meal or a fruitarian diet, once you realize that, it becomes a lifestyle and no longer a diet. So the lifestyle is that you're accepting of yourself as you are. And therefore, because you do that, just automatically, you then begin to accept other people. That's what I call, talk about a fruitarian lifestyle or living food lifestyle, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I mean, is the acceptance of the way that we eat by pursuing this lifestyle. It's the fact that not only are you okay with you eating this, but that you are okay, that you thrive on it. Some people I find even feel terribly with their families who are sick because they're thriving. So, in my book, Celebrating Our Raw Nature, that was my first book. This one here on the photograph, this was my first book. I go into quite a few details in that book, not the second one of the same name that's on Amazon, but this one of all the things that we can do to make sure that we accept the food we're eating. So, eat to thrive, eat for yourself, eat with joy, eat with bliss, and do not allow other people's view of themselves, which they have now transferred to you, force you into feeling trauma that the food that you're eating that's been criticized. Enjoy your juices. Enjoy a beautiful Asian pear juice. Enjoy your green juices if that's where this takes you. Whatever it is, enjoy eating sugar cane or having sugar cane juice. Enjoy eating living food cheeses like on my show, the On Cooking show. If you want to find about really incredible living food cheeses, watch my living food show called the On Cooking Show, where I introduced this living food cheese, which is the On Cooking Show edition from future Hero Cave and Asian Warrior Princess. It's on Apple TV, LG TV, Samsung TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, and more. You can get that, watch it there by downloading the On Chain TV app and start watching those shows instead, shows like that, that would motivate you. And you begin to realize that the trauma around food is broken. You're now rejoicing in what you eat and you're not longer paying attention to what others are eating or not eating. So, welcome to a life where you can actually eat food without being traumatized by your choices. Thanks for tuning in today. Please follow me here to learn more about food-induced trauma and how to release it. I'm actually coming up with a big course that's about to be released shortly on food-induced trauma, which is the opposite end of the spectrum. Most people their eating style is a trauma-induced eating style. And I'm going to be actually working on that in the course. So stay tuned for that. Bye now.